Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is part two of our Remington 341 Speedmaster stock refinish. We scraped it down, we got the old finish off, and I've soaked some of these divots a little bit. They're gashes, and you know they're just not gonna fully heal, and that's okay. We're not trying to make this thing perfect. We just want to clean it up a little bit, get a new coat of finish on there. So the next thing we want to do is hit it with some sandpaper, and 220 grit is plenty. You don't need to sand your stock down to a polish. We're going to polish it after we apply the finish. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, one thing to remember when you're sanding on these stocks is that it can get out of hand really quick. You want to be careful around these edges, because these they fit pretty tightly, and especially around the buttstock. That's where you can 9 times out of 10, uh, when a stock's been refinished, the person went too heavy back here, and it will be lower than the butt plate. Now this particular rifle has a homemade butt plate. It's a couple pieces of leather, and I'm going to leave it on here because I just kind of think it's part of the charm of this old rifle. Might clean it up and put some conditioner on it, but yeah, we want to be careful that we don't overdo it when we sand. So we're just going to hit it real light, and we want to sand with the grain as much as possible. We don't want to change the contours of the stock. We're just going to smooth it out just a little bit. And since we're using a scraping motion, we want to level all that out. Yeah, we'll just give it the once over here. And it helps to have good lighting so you can kind of see where you've been and where you haven't. Now, if we had tried to sand this with the finish still on there, the paper would really gum up. Um, it's gumming up a little bit on us without that finish. Now, when we get done, we don't necessarily have to knock all this sandpaper off. We can just kind of wipe it down real lightly, and the oil that we're going to use this tried and true Danish oil. It'll take these fibers and kind of fill in some of the grain and help give it a nice, smooth, polished look. But it's up to you, however you want to do it. At the end of the day, it's your rifle, and you're the one that has to be happy with it. I'm just going to go real light across that portion there. I'm just trying to make sure that we got what little bit of finish is still on there. We want to get that off. And try to even it out. We can kind of see spots that we haven't hit yet. it'd be best to go ahead and take this trigger guard off, but this has a screw up in there, and I just didn't have anything I could get to it with. So, and with the scraper, I was really able to get up around it and underneath it, so it wasn't an issue. Now, if we were trying to flip this rifle and make some money, maybe we'd do some things a little bit different, but this is just a shooter. I like it. It's a neat old rifle. Just want to clean it up a little bit for myself. And here we're just going to go real light. Trying to stay on the outside and not get the inside. Don't want to change the rifle. We're just cleaning it up. Okay, I think we're just about done here. It feels pretty good. Get a little bit more over here. Again, you can get out of hand real quick with sandpaper. So less is more. Okay. I'm just going to wipe this off real lightly. Yeah. No need to blow it out or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, and there's still some, you can still feel some wood in there. All right. Now, let's get our oil out. We'll use our Victorinox locksmith. I love this knife. I did a video on it a while back. I'll check that out. I'm going to do a long-term review on it soon. Let's see. Let me just stir this up just a little bit. All right, and we can just use our fingers to do this. Oh yeah, look at that. That is going to be pretty. Really like this tried and true. It's a nice finish. It doesn't have offensive smell, and you can just use your fingers. Look at the grain on that. Really pretty. And a little bit goes a long way. We'll probably do 2 or 3 coats on this. Let it sit overnight, and then come back and hit it with another coat. That's going to be really pretty. Yeah. These old rifles have some beautiful wood. Sometimes just that old finish that's on there doesn't show off the grain like it did when they were new. Now, these Remingtons had kind of a reddish tint. And I'm not sure what the secret sauce was, but with this Danish oil. We'll get pretty close. Yeah, that's going to be really nice. And what you can do after you get a good coat of this on here is just keep rubbing it with your hand. When you hear about a hand rub finish, that's all it is they put the oil on there, and the heat from rubbing it in really makes it glow. So we'll do that. Well, that's pretty. As you do that, you can feel the heat building up. So I'm going to wipe this off, get any loose stuff out of the way. There's a couple little spots where I'm going to need like a Q-tip to get in there. Right around in here. There we go. Okay. Just want to keep rubbing this in. And if you got a spot like this where it kind of builds up, you just take a Q-tip and kind of wipe it out. Yeah, it's getting nice and hot. And just take your time. It's a lot of what the refinishing process is just taking your time. It'll show up in the end product. Look at that. Really nice. If I can get this camera to focus in a little bit better. Really pretty. Okay. Now we'll just take a blue cloth, shop towel, and just gonna rub off this excess. And really, you could stop here if you wanted. We're gonna put a couple more coats on here, but you don't have to. You want to get any excess off because you don't want to have runs. I've got a couple rifles, you can tell, where they refinished it, left too much finish on there, and you can see runs where they stood it up in the corner to let it dry, and that finish just flowed down. I think this is going to end up looking really good. Something anybody could be proud of. There we go. So yeah, we're going to let this dry and cure overnight. And then tomorrow we will come back out here and do it again. I can already feel the difference in the smoothness of it from when we started. So yeah, as we add a couple more coats, some of these smaller little um, grains, that oil will settle in there, and we'll actually do a little bit of sanding with some 4/0 steel wool in between the coats. So there you have it, guys. That's the first coat on our Remington, the 341 Sportmaster. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you hit that subscribe button, it tells Google that you want us to get paid from the videos, not just Google. So help us out, guys. And thanks for watching. God bless.